Last weekend's MTN8 action gave football fans a chance of what to expect in the 2025-26 PSL season. That's right. The South African top flight returns to our screens this weekend, and we here at Soccer Betting News will be along to bring you the action every step of the way. Hello and welcome to Soccer Betting News. I'm your host, Deshaj, and joining me in studio today is African football expert Mogale Sathekge.
Thank you so much, Deshi, for welcoming me, and welcome to our great listeners. It's always an honor to be here discussing all things football with you. And of course, the PSL season is about to kickstart this upcoming weekend. I'm so excited and happy about this new season.
Yeah. The official launch of the Betway Premiership took place earlier this week, where Kaizer Chiefs head coach Nazruddin Nabi said it's going to be a tough league, but we know where we come from and where we want to go. Mo, where exactly is this Kaizer Chiefs outfit going?
I mean, like I said in my previous when I was here, when we were discussing MTN8, I did touch on Chiefs a bit after they played the Toyota Cup against Asante Kotoko. So, like I said, I saw a formidable Chiefs, but you can be formidable as much as you can be in all angles. But if you're not formidable in terms of getting the results that are required to show that you're progressing and getting better, then there's nothing. If there's nothing to show for it, then you are pretty much still stagnant and not doing anything. So, what he's saying is, what he's just simply saying is that he sees his boys are prepared mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. He can see that he's going to have a full-oiled machine. He's indirectly saying that he will be getting results in this upcoming PSL season. And then he's simply saying that as much as Chiefs had a bad season last season, he's coming for a show, and to Chiefs is going to be one of the surprises to many of South African football fanatics.
Yeah. This weekend, the Glamour Boys are away to Western Cape outfit Stellenbosch Football Club. Now, we know Amakosi have not lost to Stellies in the league since about 2021-22 season. Can you see them coming away with maximum points this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, history is very important, and like I'm saying, they just need to. It's a good history for them against Stellenbosch. They just need to continue with it, but they need maximum points. I'm praying that this new season Chiefs really come in at a shot. They need to win their first 10 games. At least out of those 10 games, they need 8 or 7 wins and a couple of draws maybe, and then I can say, they are ready to fight. Yeah. Tooth and nail with teams like Pirates and Chiefs and Sekhukhune and Stellenbosch. Yeah, so I think they're going to get good results against Stellenbosch over the weekend. But as much as you're speaking about the Cape Town boys, Stellenbosch, they don't respect any team, especially the big three teams in PSL. When they play Sundowns, when they play Pirates, when they play the mighty Amakosi, they actually comes out guns blazing and showing, while they are one of the most talked about PSL team week in, week out. So they are not just going to give it to Chiefs. Chiefs must go and get it by force, and Stellenbosch is not going to give it to them. It's not going to hand it to them on the silver platter.
Yeah. Of the two opponents, which one has a heavier punch going into the clash? Because both of them are lacking firepower up front.
Both of them are lacking firepower up front, but I think we need to speak about Chiefs more and be honest about Chiefs in terms of their new acquisitions. I think in terms of up front against Stellenbosch, I can say, looking at this game, they lack firepower because they are only looking at Duba to actually do the work for them. The guy that they got who was in the Indonesian league, we shall see. I'm not judging, but I'm just saying if he doesn't come to the party, it means that losing Shivaviro is a big blow for them. Because in case anything happens to Duba, then the whole season, the entire season becomes a mess for the entire Amakosi because they will be without any finisher. You get my point? Yeah. So Cupido, I don't know the
Dupreez.
Not Dupreez. The guy they got from Super Sport last season. That is Cupido, right?
Tashrik
Morris. Yes.
Lilepo as well. Is there?
Lilepo is a midfielder come striker or a winger. He's very effective on the side. He can be there as a number 9. So Tashrik Morris, I don't know what he has done at Chiefs at this present moment. I'm yet to see and witness what he's going to give Chiefs that is different this season compared to the previous season, because last season he was nowhere to be found. So we can look at that. Apart from that, then it's gonna be a chase for the mighty Amakosi the entire season, because if Duba doesn't come to the party, and then Dupreez will be someone that they would want to at least make things work there. But we know he's a player who wants to always take runs and everything. Will he be able to be effective in that number 9? But with the new striker, I don't know. Whereas at Stellenbosch, I mean, come on, man. Devin Titus can do the job. Sanele Ban scored a nice brace, over the weekend against AmaZulu in the MTN 8. So, I mean, there are strikers there. And if, remember, Stellenbosch also still has Mogale for the entire season. So, in terms of firepower, we are very much sure that right now, Stellenbosch versus Chiefs in terms of the players who plays up front inside the box, it's a 60-40%. 60% Stellenbosch and 40% to Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah, all right. In staying with Soweto clubs, Orlando Pirates kicked off their campaign under new head coach Abdeslam Ouaddou, courtesy of a 2-0 win over Polokwane City. Mo, a massive performance from Ozonopolis on his debut.
Yes, man. I mean, but I can't count Polokwane City. I mean, Pirates has beaten Polokwane City in the last 5 years or so. So you see, I can't count that. I need to see this upcoming weekend against Sekhukhune is going to be a very, very challenging games for Orlando Pirates, and they need to close this chapter. They need to win this one so that they get up for more for the next coming game, because that's how Sundowns wins the league. They win important games that matters more. They never lose the opening game. They never draw the opening game, and whereby they play small teams first, Sundowns collect maximum points. Chiefs, teams like Chiefs and Pirates, they need to start adopting the same style and mentality when it comes to Mamelodi Sundowns, to know that our first 5-6 games, if we are playing teams that are not that big and not that challenging in every position, when it comes to us, we need to collect maximum points. So this is going to be a test against Pirates when they face Sekhukhune on Saturday. But like you said, bro, Pirates, the less you speak about Pirates, the same as Sundowns this season, it's much better, because we must just wait for results. They have everything. They've got no reason this season to say, no, we lacked 1, 2, 3. Pirates has got everything from defense. Just imagine now, Mbogazi is there, Sibisi is there, Togi is there, and Dai is fully fit, is going to start playing. Sesani could come back this weekend. Pirates, they have close to 5 right backs, and they can only play 1 per game. They have close to 3-4 left backs who plays very well and everything. In the midfield, I don't even know what to say. When it comes to strikers and everything, I'm quite sure this weekend the likes of Mahopa, the likes of Mabasa will be in the mix, because the coach saw he was in the firepower this past weekend when he was asked why was Mahopa and Mabasa not in the matchday squad for the MTN 8 while they played a friendly on that particular day. The fans, so they showed their frustration. Guti, why were those players not included in the matchday squad? So I think the guy right now, wherever he's sitting, he's gonna assemble his best 21-man squad ever at Orlando Pirates to win this game seamlessly on Saturday. So I don't want to say a lot about Pirates. We just need results from Pirates, Chiefs and Sundowns this entire season.
Well, let's talk about Sekhukhune United then, because Bradley Grobler really took that game by the scruff of the neck. I mean, a brace at his tender age of 37.
He never stops scoring, does he?
No, I think he's on 127 for the all-time record.
He never stops scoring. That's what you need. That's what you need when you have players like Bradley Grobler and everything. Those are players that know what their job is. He was employed at Sekhukhune to make the team better, to take the team to the next level. He just got in their first game, boom. That's Bradley Grobler. There is nothing you can say about Bradley Grobler. I've never seen Bradley Grobler out of form. I've never seen Bradley Grobler, even at Bafana. He has always gave in 100%. He has always gave in 100% commitment. He has always given results because he's employed to give those results as a soccer player. So what I'm just saying now is that, what I'm going to ask you, Dish, is that, are we looking at the top leading goal scorer title contender, Bradley Grobler, for the league this upcoming season? Because if he's got all the supply, because the type of players that he plays with them can pass the ball. If he's got all the supply, it's a possibility because we know he's a good striker.
Then you look at the likes of Mogale in the team. We know he was the last season's top assist provider in the league.
Oh, yes, I mean, that's why I'm saying Pirates this Saturday. Sekhukhune is the best first worthy opponent that is going to challenge them, to show them that if you have not prepared thoroughly enough, you need to pull your socks more. You need to go 110% more. If you have prepared 90% for this upcoming season or for the games and whatever, Pirates, you haven't done nothing. We can challenge you. We hampered you into getting 3 points, or we stole 3 points away from you in the first game, or we surprised you. You need to work more harder. This might be a make or break or a wake-up call for Orlando Pirates.
All right. Well, of course, we know that Bradley Grobler will throw his name in the hat for the top scorer of the season. Should he open his account at Escondini, can you see him getting on a score sheet?
I mean, if they are to sleep, he's going to score. That's how he plays. You sleep, he punishes you. You need upfront players like that, which is something that I think Mamelodi Sundowns are going to be lacking this season.
All right. Let's move over across then to Mamelodi Sundowns, because the Betway Premiership champions will begin the defense of their title against Chippa United, a team that they haven't lost to in the league as yet.
Yes, they are going to beat Chippa United. I agree. They will beat Chippa United. Sundowns will get straight win from Chippa United. And then, this is where we are going to see how the season will pan out for them, because Ribeiro flew to Qatar. He's looking at securing a move at one of the Qatari clubs, and then we know that Shalulile just got absorbed at Esperance de Tunis, and we don't know what other shenanigans happening around Modau, Kulisa Modau, debacles and so forth, because there are issues around them. And of course, the coach mentioned that in terms of Lodge, he will address the situation. Lodge is also not going to be there and stuff. So let's see if they can pick where they left off against the game they played on Saturday. So we shall see, but they are going to beat Chippa.
Yeah. Do you think that they're going to go on one of their runs where they make it 10 consecutive wins or 15 consecutive wins in the league?
That is their intention. That's how they win the league. If the mentality is still there, if the hunger is still there, if the stamina is still there, of the same way that we've seen from last season, from the same Mamelodi Sundowns, then they are more likely to repeat themselves and win the league. Because look, they never allow to get to be distracted. If they play 3 games and win and draw the other game, the next coming game they stand up, dust themselves up, and they focus, because they are always looking at the bigger picture to say, we don't want to struggle to win the league. We want to win the league with 3-4 games left at the end and towards the end of the season. So if Sundowns come with the same mentality and attitude, I don't see why not they can win the league again.
All right. The final fixture that we're going to unpack this weekend sees AmaZulu hosting Orbit College. Now, for a team that released up to 20 players in the transfer window, I was surprised that Arthur Zwane got his team to play with rhythm, knocking the ball around against Stellenbosch at the MTN8.
I told you that I was very surprised with AmaZulu, what AmaZulu did, because if you can check, a couple of young players were released, but all these veterans were there. I mean, Tashirik... Phyllis is still there. You check Hanamubi is still there. You check Tetra is still there. You check Eckstein is still there. You check who's this guy? Bongani Zungu is still there. Mutwari is still there. So I told you that whoever they're going to bring at AmaZulu will be there to help these guys. Ofori is still that one guy that they believe in the goalpost. You get my point? So they are mixing new players with the experienced crop and so forth. I mean, we must be honest. The game against Stellenbosch, they were dominating. Unfortunately, they lost it, but you could see what AmaZulu was trying to achieve in that game. They are coming against the newly promoted Orbit College with a couple of Orlando Pirates player. Let's not forget this boy, is it Yanga Madiba? Yanga Madiba, the left back, is also loaned back to Orbit College, and also Monna Pule Saleng, he's also loaned to Orbit College. So let's see how the first fixture will be for AmaZulu coming up against young, freshly young promoted team with finesse and good players who can move the ball around, because Orbit College can move the ball around and do all the tricks. The players are still quite young. So let's see what it will be, experience plus young players. So let's see how the game will pan out, but I can assure you now it's going to be a very entertaining game.
Yeah, you know, earlier in the week, I believe Sandile Zungu, the AmaZulu president, said that the average age of the squad has been slashed from 30 to 24. Now, if you look at the history books, AmaZulu missed out on the top 8 finish back-to-back seasons, but last season they finished 6th place. Do you think this is what they need to go forward?
Yes, this is what they need to going forward, because now you have players who can focus the whole entire season. You get my point? So you need that type of energy amongst players to say this type of players can last to a maximum of 30 minus 30 games or whatever. Let's count all the cup games that they play in between and so forth. So it matters a lot. So bringing in experience plus young players for AmaZulu is going to really help them this season.
All right. Mo, as always, it's been a pleasure unpacking all things PSL related with you. Football fans, you've heard it right here from African football expert Mogale Sathekge. Do let us know in the comments if you think his predictions are going to come true or not, and let us know who's going to lift the golden boot of the PSL this season. From all of us in studio, thanks, and goodbye.
It's a show. It's a show, brah.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest edition of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or newsagent.